Hello, Travel Club members. As a member of your travel club, we work hard to bring you value for all of your travel needs. One way to help you easily save money and find your perfect cruise is through our Cruise Rates tab. Here, you'll be able to search destinations worldwide, and you'll be able to narrow down every category that may meet your needs. From destination, sailing date, cruise length, cruise line, price range, departure port, or cruise ship, you'll be able to narrow down and find the exact cruise that fits your specific travel needs. Today, I'm going to show you how easy this portal is to use. In this case, I'm going to choose a destination in the Caribbean. I'm going to choose a sailing date in January of 2020. And you'll see each selection I choose reduces the number of itineraries found. This is because it's only going to search itineraries that meet your specific request. For cruise lengths, I'm going to choose 4 to 6 nights. Cruise line, I'm going to choose the Disney Cruise Line. And for the departure port, I'm going to choose Port Canaveral. And you'll see it leaves me with 4 itineraries. And then I'm going to click the Go button. Once this page loads, you'll see all cruises that meet your specific requests. In this case, you'll see the 4-night Bahamian cruise from Port Canaveral on the Disney Dream. You'll be able to see this cruise date is January 6th. And as you scroll down, you'll see other options that may meet your travel needs. You'll also see in dark blue the lowest price for that cruise room type on those sailings that are offered. For this example, you'll see that on January 20th, 2020, for an outside room, the lowest cost is going to be the January 20th cruise. But if you can move to the January 27th cruise, you'll see that a balcony is actually just a little bit more expensive. So we encourage you to get in and try the different options that may be available. If these options don't meet your needs, on the left side under Modify Search, please change the options that you've looked for to create more or less cruise options that are showing up. For our example, I'm going to select the first option and click Book Now. The first page you come to once you select your cruise ship is your guest information page. Here, you'll be able to edit the number of guests, the country, state of residence, check for special rates for past passengers, which may have a discount, military specials, police and fire specials. Please note for military, police, and fire specials, you may be required to provide proof of evidence showing that you work in those fields for that discount. In this case, I'm going to do a general search and put in guest 1, guest 2. I'm going to select the United States. I'm going to select Connecticut. Transportation mode, cruise only. Some options allow you to choose cruise plus other options such as a hotel or flight. As you scroll down this page, you'll see several more additional tabs. The first tab is your itinerary. This shows the estimated days and times and locations that you'll be traveling to on your cruise. The second tab is the Ship Info tab. This info provides you a lot of information including dining, activities, locations, and adventures that you can have on board and possibly some additional off board if they're included with part of the cruise package. The third tab is your staterooms tab. Here you'll get a nice overview of each of the different stateroom types that you can encounter, including pictures on board this ship. You'll be able to see and choose from suite, balcony, outside, and inside cabins. Remember, an inside cabin typically does not have an outside window, porthole, or balcony. An outside room typically has just a window but no external exit. A balcony typically has a small area or veranda that you can go out on. And a suite made, depending on your type of cruise, have multiple rooms, multiple balconies, and is typically much larger than your standard room. Your Deck Plans tab allows you to have a nice overview map of all of the different decks that are on board the ship, starting with the top of the ship and working its way down. Each time you change a deck, you'll be able to see the different options and rooms that are there. You'll see on Deck 6, this is pretty much just cabins for guests to stay in. You'll be able to see the different options that are available, the different areas in the ship, and narrow down exactly where you may want to be. That way you can know if your room is going to be directly above or below a club, a casino, or a dance party deck. That way you can make sure that you are not getting disturbed in the middle of the night by people that are out late. The Sailings Date tab provides you additional information on different cruise dates and options that may meet your needs. This may allow you to find cruises that are much cheaper or better fit your schedule. So please take a peek here at other options that may meet your needs, as you may be able to save a significant amount of money or find a better option. Your Policies tab are all the policies that will apply to you and your fellow cruisers on this travel date. Please make sure you read through each of these, as they will be applied to you as part of your contract. These include your cancellation, gratuities, pregnancy, minor, and smoking policy. Now, this is for your specific cruise, so please make sure you read these, especially if you've never sailed on this cruise line or if you've never sailed before, so you have an idea of what to expect. Lastly, your Gallery tab. This provides a scrolling series of images to show you what your ship looks like. Now, most of these are professional pictures from the cruise line themselves, but it'll give you a great overview of what's on the ship, what you can expect to see and interact with, and what you're going to find all throughout the different cruise experiences. For this Disney Cruise Line, you'll also see that they'll show you pictures of the different shows and activities, the different boutiques. So make sure you look through these so you can know what's going to be happening most likely on your cruise ship. Now, once you've sorted all of that out and you've gone through all of the policies, click the Continue button. Your second tab provides you the Category section. Here you're going to start narrowing down and selecting the actual room you're going to be staying in. Now, there's a lot of different categories and types of categories, so make sure you look into these. In the first case, you'll see that there's a standard inside stateroom, and in red it says guarantees only available. Take special note of that. What that means is you will be guaranteed a room in that category, but you will not get to select your room before you arrive on the ship. If that's important to you, select the Cabin Assignments Available options. So in this case, you'll see a standard inside stateroom, cabin assignments available. The advantage of the guarantees only available room type is that they can put you anywhere on the ship, so they will give you a small discounted rate. Now, on some cruises, this may be a large amount of money. On this, you'll see it's about a $4 difference average per guest, so definitely take that into consideration before you select your room. In this case, I'm going to select a standard inside stateroom and click Book Now. Now, once the stateroom's page loads, you'll be able to select your specific stateroom if you select that option. You also see on the map a blinking button. This blinking button shows you the specific rooms that are available and are selected. You can also upgrade your stateroom. It'll tell you that you can upgrade your stateroom to different options, and it'll tell you approximately how much per person per night more it will be. In some cases, you may find that upgrading to a better room type may be more affordable than you thought possible. But go in, scroll around, and look at the different room types that are available. Also check different decks, as you may be able to choose a selection that's on a different deck or different area. In this case, I'm going to select room 7681. Now, your passenger information page provides you a brief summary of all of the details and selections you've made. So definitely look through this. On the left side, it'll tell you the ship, destination, departure port, your departure and arrival, your guests, the category, your stateroom, and your deck. On the right, you'll see your passenger information, including the total amount that is due. You'll also see if there are options available for cruise deposit and cruise final payment. Not every cruise will allow you to do a deposit. Some will require the total amount due at the time of booking, but that will be determined based on how far into the future your cruise is, and unfortunately that's determined by the cruise line. So definitely take note of that so you can make sure that you're selecting the best options for you and your fellow travelers. As you scroll down, you'll see additional preferences options. In this case, you'll see the second seating option is available. Some allow for first seating or free dining, but it will depend on the cruise type that you're selecting. You also see the guest information details. Here you're going to enter the guest information for each of the passengers that you've selected. Please know that this must match your legal travel documents, so your passports, visas, and photo identification. Please make sure that this matches. If you don't have this information at this time, especially if you have other guests, we would encourage you to collect that before you continue with the checkout process. At the bottom is an area that says traveling with other reservations. If you have friends or family that are going to be traveling, they've already booked their cruise, select this option and select yes. Here you'll be able to enter their reservation numbers. This will allow you to link up your reservations and allow the cruise line to seat you together at different events or dining or other options that may meet you and your family's needs. Now, we know that typing all this information in can take a long time. If you look in the bottom left, you'll see a countdown timer. The cruise allows for a specific amount of time that your booking must be completed in. If you notice that it's taken you longer or it took you a while to find your passport or other travel documents, we'd encourage you to click the button at the bottom that says click here to extend time. By clicking that option, you'll see that you were granted up to 15 minutes to start again. This does not reset your entire booking, but it resets the timer. It basically lets the cruise line know that yes, you are still interested in trying to complete this booking. As you're going through each of these pages, the timer will follow you, which is great. Once you're finished filling that out, please make sure to continue on to the billing information and the confirmation page. You'll receive an email with all of the booking and travel details that you need, including a reminder that if you have a balance due or a cruise deposit date, that this information will be due. Now, it'll be put on the form of payment that you've entered. If that needs to be changed at a later date or for your second or third payment, that can be done. But once you're done with that, just continue on, finish the payment, and get ready to enjoy your cruise. Great cruises, brought to you at great members-only prices, all in an easy-to-use portal, all brought to you by your membership in your travel club.